Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh boy. Okay. Dorm nameplates. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, it's wrong.
Did I get it? I have no idea. Did I get it right or did I get it wrong?
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Okay, I did it good. Oh.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
This is really intense.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Right? This is super intense.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
I think she was planning on framing us. He's so mean.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Yeah, why switch nameplates? I don't understand. Only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we switched.
I got
Why
it!
did she switch them?
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
I told you she was dirty, Carson.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
Yeah, I don't understand.
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
No, I don't think so.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Yeah, Corncrop's right.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
How about everyone shows me their hands? If you got gold on it, you're guilty.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Yes.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Well, did you break it after you kill her? Reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with a fake sword because of the gold. Gold on her arm. Yep.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
These cases are gonna get really difficult later on, I can tell.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
They're gonna get really convoluted with like fake info and jeez.
Is that gold?
Yes.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Are we ready to solve? What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit much more. Jeez. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Well, this is the first one, so no. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the L1 button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the L button to cycle through each bullet. Okay. Or you can hold down the L1 button and then use the left stick to select a specific bullet. It's a lot of S's. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purpose this time, the logic difficult will be set to mean. Well then, good luck. Okay, great. This isn't complicated at all. This is fine. Replica sword, kitchen knife, replica sword. Sheath sword, sheath sword. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the
I didn't get it in time. Dang it.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
No. Dang it. No, I know. I didn't get it in time. I'm switching to
When the
it.
fighting broke out,
Damn it.
the
Okay,
culprit,
come on.
and that's when the first sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
No? It's not the sword sheath? Did it change? Did I not see it?
Shoot!
When the fighting broke out, the culprit
the sword
grabbed
then?
the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
What am I missing? What am I missing that on?
She tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
No? What am I doing wrong?
Shoot!
What am I doing wrong? Guys, I'm not smart. Okay.
When the fighting broke out,
Maybe it's the sheath here?
the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm here,
it's
apparently. Oh. I'm not smart.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Yeah.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
I mean, that would make sense. I don't think the sword itself could have broke her wrist.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
Oh. She must have had the knife, tried to attack. They grabbed the sword to protect themselves and then smacked her wrist to get her to drop the knife.
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Right, so they must have scrambled, grabbed the sheath to protect themselves, and then smacked her to get her to drop the knife.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
Oh man, Baby was trying to kill first.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
No.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
No.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Well, she had the knife. Why would she need a sword?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her hands. Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you want to use a sword, which part of your body would have to touch?
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right?
Lay it on me. I'm ready.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
She got smacked once. They still killed her. You don't need to kill someone in self-defense. I mean, easily could have smacked the knife out of her hands and then called for help or knocked on somebody's door. She's a pop star. She's not a Sakura. She's not a bodybuilder. It would be pretty easy to subdue her.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it.
So if they try to pull the, oh, I just killed her in self-defense, that's kind of bull.
In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
Sure, it happens, but he literally, like, oh man, I'm blanking on the word. Disarmed her. She had no knife, no weapon, no nothing. All you had to do was pick it up and fight's over. There's nothing she could have done. Heck, she probably ran and hid into the bathroom anyway, so fight was definitely done. They just picked them both up and left and went and gotten help.
There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
So it's not really a self-defense thing.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Yeah, she's got time for that.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What? I mean, they literally went through the time to break down her door to get to her. It's no longer self-defense at that point.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathroom with them. Water. Oh, water. Dagnabbit, stupid fingers. No. No.
Shoot.
No. Don't read that. Hands. Yeah, I know. I hit the button.
I got it!
The way.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Ew.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife would have to be...
I got it!
Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
She was gonna frame us. How rude. Switched rooms, try to be nice.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Rude.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
I knew she was dirty.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
No one would believe me.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
It doesn't help we're right next to each other, too. A little easier to mix them up.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
That dirty girl.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Dude, you can't defend her right now.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Okay.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Okay, but you know the answer. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Yes, there is. Make your argument, okay? Dying message. Dun dun dun. The numbers. Oh boy.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dying. You hard of hearing?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Guys, really? Does that look like numbers, now that y'all can actually see it? I mean, you can see the streak where it combines the ones.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yeah. There's no question that Sayaka wrote the message. I can prove it. Yeah.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Right. How dumb you gotta be? Those are obviously not numbers.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Y'all dumb.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Duh.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but...
Just say 11. Jeez.
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Still a murder.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Yes, it does. Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know. You're so dumb.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Rotate? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Select someone. Hello.
Here's my answer.
Leon, you alright over
The key
there?
to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Feeling okay? Gonna run?
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Hey, thank goodness the person she called in had a short name. Can you imagine writing out some of these guys' names?
L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
That'd be kind of hard to do backwards while you're dying.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Oh, so angry.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Will you just spell it out? Do I really need to do it? Piece of his clothes. Here you are.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Double check your murder. Make sure you got rid of everything. Don't just hope.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, plus his name written behind the girl who died.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
I think almost everyone is, actually.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
I guess at the same time, we can't really trust Sayaka because she did try to kill him.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Where, when, how?
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Also, it looks like he's challenging me to a duel right now.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
Oh, do you?
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Boy, you just backed yourself in the corner.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
But why would he willingly open the door for me?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Let me do it. Crystal ball. Come on. I'm ready. Oh yeah. Give it to me. Right? So dumb.
The
Oh
key to the
man,
trash
no one should do
room.
that.
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yeah.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
Wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Start yelling that in arguments from now on. Wrong.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
Don't worry, I got you, hamster man.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Oh?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way. He had to throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was all the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
I hope we become better liars down the road.
Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet. The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because...
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon!
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Oh man, come on.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Have we not all pieced it together?
And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Oh man, come on.
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Right? The way he said Leon. Leon. Oh. The closing argument is about to begin. Okay, how do I do this? Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. That's cool. However, you'll notice in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the X button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Alright, okay. I can do this, right? Oh! Alright. Where does this go? Hold on. Smack her wrist. She grabs the knife. Scared because they're can't open the door. She gets stabbed. Man, this is really sad. I mean, kind of sad, I guess. She was trying to kill him. Really cool, actually. Alright, what did I miss? What did I mess up on? Double check here. Alrighty. That seems like that one. Do I have to use all of these? Get them all? Okay, let's follow the flow here. Okay, to the door. She's ready. Goes to attack him. Notices the sword. Blocks it. Smacks her wrist. Just drops the knife. They brandish it at her. She hides in the bathroom. They break the lock. Come in. Kill her. She writes their name. She's dying. They clean up. Use the glass ball. Fill the shirt in. Scrap lift. Okay, I think that's everything.
The killer is you!
Okay, did we get everything?
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
This is really cool for reenactment. I like this.
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily. And Sayaka knew about that because I told her. But of course, the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Ugh, his neck is like broken in that bottom one. Yeah, this is a cool game.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area.
Also, how long would that take?
They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
Like, I mean, good job, but Lord.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room.
And I totally didn't mention earlier.
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Right? Look for the man with bags so deep. How long did that take him to sit there with a lint roller? Lord, it'd take me an hour to lint roll a jacket. I couldn't imagine a room.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator.
I mean, good throw, man. I can at least give you that.
Which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Busted.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Yay, I did it.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
No one cares.
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
I literally just laid out the evidence.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Goodness gracious. Haven't I proved it was him? Jeez. There's nothing left. Sometimes during a clash trial, your opponents simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer this as bullet time battle, aka the BTB BTW. By the way. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in the time with the rhythm. Oh. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Right? What am I missing? Press the X button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the triangle button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Trials are long, jeez. We know this for next time. Trials are their own episode. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Tempo up. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. Right? So many games. Now we've got a rhythm game. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough evidence to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the triangle button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like in the other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. Just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck. If we fail, do we have to literally start this over? Ugh.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
Yeah, my toolkit is still sealed.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Use something of their own to remove the screws. Could have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Yeah, I mean... Can we just paint a sign that said it was me?
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Okay. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Right? Don't mess up. We're at the end. We can do this. Okay. Come on, rhythm games. Don't
Where's
fail
your
me
proof?
now.
You kidding me?
How do
Not
I do
a
this?
chance! It wasn't me! Stupid!
Oh, okay.
You lied! Stop talking!
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Shut up! Where's your proof?
Got it. Okay.
kidding
I can
me?
do this.
Not a chance! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
Okay. Final strike.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
And only the boys had toolkits. Otherwise, if it was a girl, they would have just opened ours.
Screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
Right. Your toolkit is obviously open.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
Yeah, it's still sealed. You can open the drawer. There it is. Still in plastic wrap.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Bum, bum, bum. Guilty.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Yeah, there's no go to jail. It's, execution.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Multiple spikes to the face. Jeez. I guess that's how Junko went out.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Hello? You in there, Leon?
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
I think he's broken.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then
Why would he show it? That makes no sense.
the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
It'll be open.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Yeah.
Stupid. Stupid.
Oh, I think he's having like a mental breakdown. Ooh. Okay.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
That is a broken man. Hey, I got an A. Just repeat stupid and you'll win that argument. No worries. Ooh. Hey, I did good. I didn't get an S.
Looks like you've reached your verdict.
What's
Then
a
are we
maestro?
ready to cast our votes?
Not from concentrate. These are weird trophies.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Eventually, I'm sure people will believe me. You just yell stupid over and over again. Just record yourself saying it.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Leon? What is happening? What's happening? What is this game? What is this? Uh-oh! Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blacken in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why...
You were mad sus, man.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There's complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Really?
Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if that we came up with really is the truth. And the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka? I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I need to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? Ba-bum, ba-bum. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she'd be descended into pure madness. What'd you say? Phew, I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to something like that, all of it, everything, it's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko lashed onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it.
Ba-bum, Ba-bum.
Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment. Yeah, we're gonna hang out with Kyoko from now on.
Punishment?
Oh yeah, boy. You thought you were gonna get off scot-free?
You mean execution?
Yeah.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. Oh, hey, RaynePlays number 1. It's your argument.
Is that okay?
Oh, look, a rebuttal just for you. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
See? Not self-defense, if you could have stopped at any time. No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is slowly to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
So if it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happened that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly,
thrills, chills, kills!
let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
No, you had a chance. You didn't back out.
Hey, come on now!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Alright, well, that's 3 down now, I guess. Oh. What is this? This game is ridiculous. Oh, cutscene time. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. This is messed up. Just grab him and drag him. Oh. Oh, no. Is that a Gatling gun? Full of baseballs? We're all just gonna watch? Oh no. 1,000 blows. Oh, they're just gonna hit him with baseball. Oh! Oh! Ow. That seems a little excessive. called it. Jeez. Whoa. That got dark. I mean, darker, I guess. Not really dark. Okay, this has gone on long enough. And I am tired. Alright, we solved the first case. That was exciting. Only messed up a couple times. Whoa, jeez. Alright. I will see you guys tomorrow. I am exhausted. So, end scene. Yeah, we end on a death. Alright, we'll pick up where we left off last time. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.